Good evening, Mr. Bond. Did you find that app? Did you find that app that changes everything? You can see through people's clothes. Good evening, Sonia. How are you? George has been playing with that app. Sees straight through people's clothes. I don't know how we got on with that. How did you get on, George? Did you find it? I had a look at your photographs, Sonia. I'll put them on in the morning. Good morning, Margaret. Good morning. See, I don't find coming and going. Good evening, Margaret. Good evening, Andy. I know. See, I don't find morning or an evening yet. Don't find coming or going. This is my college account, YouTube. Oh, you didn't find it, do you? Oh, keep on looking. It's on there somewhere. I'm not sure where. Perhaps you've taken it off with all the complaints, George. All the pervs going around looking at people's underwear. If you do find the app, let me know. Send me a copy. Oh, just waiting for John to come in. I'm going to send him a link then so we can have him talk about his scary ghost story. Just wait in a couple of minutes. Now he won't be long now. Probably in the toilet with his favourite place. Up. Skim fast. Yes, that one was removed because I messed it up. Slim fast. Not skim. Well, it was skim fast because it wasn't there very long. Yay! Mr. Morgan. Hold on a second. How do I do this now? Just sent you a link, John. I don't know if you've got it. Just sent John a link. So you can chat on here. How is everybody tonight? Are you all happy? Have you all been busy today? I've been cleaning in the kitchen. I know. Disaster area was a bit. If a man lives by himself, you can guarantee that it won't be very tidy. So if you've got OCD and you go out with a man that's living by himself, beware when you walk in through the door. Right? Don't expect too much. So, did you get that link, John? I just sent you. He's having a look now. He's trying to farm it all out. Oh, did I send it before Messenger, did I? Hold on a minute then. I'll have to go on Messenger and do it again. Oh, let's have a look. Morgan. There we are, I've just sent it on Messenger to John. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Aha. Mr. Morgan. I think you may have to have earphones. You got them? Oh yeah, you have got them. Oh. Okay, you ready? You can talk away, John. Can you do? No volume here at all. Can you hear me, John? No? Unplug your headphones, George is saying. I have done. I've unplugged mine. Hands up those can lip read. We had this problem last time. I know.
Right, I think I can hear you now.
There we are. Brilliant.
But there's a big echo.
Oh, hold on a second then. Let me plug mine in. Right, how's that?
Much better.
There we are.
That's perfect, that is.
Brilliant. You have the stage.
Right. Give you a little bit of background first, right? I worked in a place down Kenfing Industrial Estate. It was called Alpha Flock. It's not there no more. Real sweatshop. You worked from bell to bell. You know, very little breaks and that. They were allowed to do it in them days. And, you know, we used to mess about like you normally do to break a day up and things. And when it was quiet in the night shift, we did Spirit in the Glass. And people used to think, oh, no, don't work. Nothing works, right? So we were doing it. And we came into work one day, and in our skip, there was a bed there, right? And one of the boys says, a brand new bed, yes? He took it home, honest to God, right? So that was in the daytime, so that it would have been the week after when we were nights. We were doing Spirit in the Class. And it's kept on spelling bed all the time. Now, half the boys there were on nights the week before, so they didn't know about it. So I'm looking around at the boys who did know about it, thinking, yeah, they pushing the glass beer. They kept on saying, bed, bed. What's wrong with the bed? And it spelled out, right? I died in that bed, right? Oh my golly. I went cold, right? But everyone was saying, oh, you're messing about. And the glass spelled out, not messing, get rid of the bed. That's what they kept on saying, get rid all the time. And then when right, they said somebody really is messing about here. And the glass spelled out, honest to God, right? The glass spelled out, not messing, watch this. And not the lights went out, the whole power of the factory went out, right? It was pitch black, you couldn't hear a sound. Now it turns out, it could have been a coincidence, but the main breaker switch for the whole factory went. Now apparently, I'm no electrician, I don't know, but for that to break, the power surge that you would have had to have would have been immense. So just letting you know, that's the type of things that we used to do there, things like that. But that's not the ghost story. This, what I'm going to tell you now, is a ghost story. Now, I would like, first of all, for you to sit comfortably with me, right? And then remember, please remember, right? This is not made up. This is a true story. Although it didn't happen to me, but this man who it did happen, I trust him with my life, right? He is a very, very good friend. And loads of people remember him, but I remember him because he was a great friend of mine, right? Loads of people remember him because of his name. And his name is Huey Lewis. Remember the pop group, Huey Lewis? Right. So that's why a lot of people remember him. But I remember him because he was a genuine friend. And every break time, dinner time, me and him used to go together and going out sometimes we used to go and have like a bacon roll out the back or sandwiches and whatnot. So this one day, he was very happy chap, by the way, very happy chap. And this one day he came in, didn't say nothing, just went to his little place. He worked on what we call a dryer, worked on his little place, didn't come over. I shouted over, Huey, breakfast time, come on. He just totally ignored me, wouldn't come. What's the matter? So I went down to see him. He said, come on, I really got something on my mind, he said, and I don't know what to do about it. And I said, you can tell me anything. I know, he said, I tell you this, he said, you won't believe me, I promise you won't believe me. And I said, if you were telling me the truth, it will be, and I will believe you, I promise you. All right, he said, come on. So we went down, I made a cuppa. Oh, you don't have to whistle as you do it, Gary, as you do in the morning. But he goes into the cabin, and he sits there, and his head's in his hand. I said, right, start from the beginning, what's happening? Right, he said, I'll tell you. Last night, he said, it was just a normal night. Me and my wife went to bed, and I couldn't tell you what time of the morning. And this is exactly how he explained it to me. I woke up, he said, in the middle of the night, and standing over my bed, there was a tall, dark figure, and he had a black hat on and a black cloak on. The very words he said to me was, remember, he said, like Orson Welles. You know how Orson Welles used to dress? Exactly like that. I looked at him, I said, what are you doing? What are you doing? This. He just said one word, this. And he leant over, and he grabbed him by the throat. And he's squeezing him, and squeezing him harder, and squeezing him harder, and he couldn't breathe. He really couldn't breathe. He couldn't, that's the thing, he couldn't fight, right? He couldn't pick his arms up to fight, he couldn't do anything at all. So this went on for ages. He said, I was just about to pass out, and I managed to say, please let me go. And he just moved his hands away, got up, walked out the door, went down the stairs. But you know, he said, the strangest thing ever. I went straight back to sleep. You would have thought I'd have gone round the house and chased him out, whatever. I went straight back to sleep. And I woke up in the morning and I thought to myself, oh my God, what a dream it is. But then it was too real to be a dream. Way too real. So what I did, I went round every door and window of the house. Everyone was locked up like a tin can. There was no way in and no way out. Oh, I sighed of relief. That really was a dream. But wow, what a real vivid dream. So, got up, started getting ready for work, doing normal things. His wife got up, his daughter got up, sitting down with breakfast, God knows what, and he made breakfast. Just about to eat the breakfast. And his daughter said, Daddy, who was that man in a black hat and a black coat on the landing last night? Now then, what do you think of that guy?
Scary.
Did anyone have shivers?
Yeah.
See, you know, and that really is, I promise you, a true story. Because this man, he wouldn't lie about something like that. He came in. I know, like you said about your father seeing something the other day, and you can't really say, but he, you know, for that one time to come in and say that, he wouldn't. But anyway, there's this spirit in the glass thing I was talking about also. I remember vividly again, there was one more thing we were doing, and it started getting out of hand a bit. We were doing it day after day after day, and or night really, right? Because what we do at work, mind, we do at work, when we finished all our jobs, we couldn't clock out, but we couldn't finish, if you know what I mean. We could do what we wanted as long as the production has been done. So we used to do that sometimes, you know. But anyway, we were doing it once, and the foreman of the old place, like that, he used to come down, check up on us sometimes, and all of a sudden, the glass spelled out, he's come in, quick, he's come in. And with that, the foreman opened the canteen door. He came in. And the glass, it's honest to God, again, this is spooky. The glass started spelling out, Chalky, C-H-O-C-K-Y. My Chalky, my Chalky. The foreman broke down in tears. Now he's from Cardiff, right? He doesn't know anyone from the factory outside of work because his brother-in-law owned it, actually. No, his son-in-law owned the factory. He started crying. He said, what's the matter? And he told us after, Chalky was what his wife used to call him before she died.
Good God.
Nobody else knew. Yeah, I was honest to God. Now, I don't know if they're actual spirits or there's something telepathic there, but there is something to it. I'll never do it again.
No.
I will, because again, this is, sorry to keep on, right? But there's one other thing there. I was like foreman in my section, and there was four sections, and the four foremen of the night shift was in that cabin with the other workers that night. And it spelled out again, within 1 month, 4 foremen will have the sack. And we are obviously, we basically run in the factory, so we thought there's no chance of that. And it happened. I had the sack. Somebody had the sack for crashing the forklift into the big shutter doors, costing a fortune. Somebody else, I can't remember what the other two had the sack for. But I had the sack for somebody else lighting a firework in the factory. And he was one of my boys. It was one of my boys. And I should have stopped him, but I should have stopped him. But I had the sack, and 4 of us had the sack within a month.
Good gosh. Mad, isn't it?
So, yeah. So, that's my story, guy. And what I'd like to do now, if you don't mind, is, unless you want me to do something else, but I'd like to get back onto the chat now and have a chat with the others.
Okay, yeah. I'll flip the switch.
Right.
Okay,
all right.
Thank you, John.
That's okay. No worries.
There we are. That's John Morgan's stories. See, it's scary stuff out there. It is scary. Don't do the spirit in the Ouija board and all that, because it is true. I've heard other people that have heard things. I know somebody, right, that was in prison, in Swansea prison, and they used to hang people there in Swansea prison, and they thought it was a good idea to have the Ouija board there. They're locked up, right, and they decided to do the Ouija board in prison, and they were halfway through it, and the razor blades that they had for shaving were flying across the room to them, and they couldn't get out. They were both screaming to the warders to get them out there, but the warders wouldn't come because they thought they were playing up. But that's what happens if you do something like that in a closed area. And they were petrified. And I don't think either of them have been naughty ever since. I don't think they've been back to prison. So, gotta be careful, see. So, I think there are entities out there, you know, and all you've got to do is invite them in, and they'll be in like a shot. Let me just change this a second. There we are, it's better, isn't it? Get our mate back up. I think it's scary, it's worse than mine, John. Thing is, down there, Kenfig, there was a big city there, wasn't there? In Kenfig. A lot of people lived there, a lot of people died there years ago. There was a big like castle around that area. And these people were killed in an airplane crash there. So that the ghosts are everywhere down that area. Ooh. No, don't let him in. That's the best, because you don't know, it can affect you mentally, innit? Ooh, horrible. I'll never do it. So, I don't think you need help to get him in. They, you know, if you've got a weakness or something, they're in like a shot. No me, good gosh. Oh. Yes, that's right, the carbon works. Loads of deaths around here. Different works that have been there. Kenfig, where the Kenfig pool was, there used to be a city there. It was on Time Watch. You know, they dug it all up and they found the ruins and all that of a big huge city. There was a castle there, Kenfig Castle. So all around that area, there's loads of graves that have been covered over with sand. You know, God knows what's happened down there. You had a fright last night. What happened, Mag? Yeah, you do get used to them. Like in Chirkley Court, you know. But I still get the shivers about it. Even now, you know, talking about it in my own house, I still get the shivers. Because Lord Beaverbrook, the one I was talking about, he was a very popular man, especially in government. So what fright did you have? You put it on your wall. Can you put it there then? Tell us. You've been busy, John, have you? so many strange things happen, and I think it's coincidence. And is it really a coincidence, or is it something that somebody's done, you know, from the other side, so to speak? I don't believe in these mediums and all that, you know. I don't think they're just there for the money, and they play on somebody's passed away or whatever. So I wouldn't like to go that far. Okay, I'll have a look now. It's nice, isn't it? It's nice, Margaret. As John said, take comfort from it. I would take comfort from it, as John said, because I do believe that those that passed on do look to see how we're doing and stuff. But I wish my mother would have left me the lottery numbers. If I had to go on a seance, what are the lottery numbers? Just put a load of numbers out, didn't it? Yeah, I did find it, Margaret. Yeah, I would take comfort from it. It's nice to know that whoever's gone on is still looking after you, you know. Yeah, most of the mediums are charlatans, I think. I think that as well, John. And they charge a fortune. Yeah. The thing is, Margaret, I know it's going to sound daft, but have a chat. You know? And know he's passed on, but you can have a chat. It helps you get over him, over his death, you know. You'll never forget him, but you can have a chat. That's what I do. My mother died in this room. I have a chat all the time with her. Thank God nobody else can hear me. I'd be running. But it gets you past certain spots in your life when you feel a little down, you know. And I don't mind telling anybody. So yeah, being relaxed. That's it. It's great, man. I remember I lived in Skewin, which is a place just past Neath, and it was a reasonably new house, and I lived there with this girl. I was only living there 6 months because the door would close by itself. Right, there was no drafts, but this is weird. The living room door, right, would be open. Right, next thing it was shut. It used to scare the daylight out of me. Oh, it was awful. Yeah, he probably is there. You know, we can't see him, can we? Unfortunately, till somebody invents something that you can see. So, but they have proved that ghost hunters, you know, they got these detection devices, and they show different pressures in the room altering. Oh. A girl I went out with, she said, if you pass and get cremated, I'm going to put you in one of them egg timers, so you can work for the rest of your life. It's nasty, isn't it? Tip me upside down, watch me run. For the eggs, cook. See? Didn't stay with her long, just in case. Yes. The world is full of unknown things, like the Mayan dynasty, innit? You know, the cities that they built up, and all of a sudden then they went. Where'd they go? No. Some said they went back in the jungles. But why, after building all them cities, would you just go back to living in the jungle? In a mud hut or something? Or were they wiped out? You know? You've got all these patterns, haven't you? On the, you've got to go up in a satellite or something to look down. You can see all these patterns in Peru and things. Is that somebody from another planet? Who knows? World is full of mystery, John. There's nothing more mysterious, right, than trying to guess what a woman is thinking. That's a mystery. Good God, if somebody could crack that, it'd be a bestseller. I'd buy a book straight away. Oh, what are we all doing now tonight? Who's that next up for the scary stories? Have you got any scary stories, Sonia? Sure, there are plenty more out there. Yes, it'd be a bestseller. What a Woman Thinks. Right, the truth. As told by 3 women. Good gosh, what'd she say? Did you go over? Did you go over there? See ya? Did you go over across and have a chat with her, Sonia? I wouldn't have. I'd turned around and run the other way. Blinking heck. Especially at 6, isn't it? Thing is, we don't know, do we? There's so many things out there. I'm sort of immune to it now. Ghosts and stuff. But when I worked down St Athan, there was some creaky old buildings there. And I got this rubber old man's mask. Yeah, I would have frozen too. Anyways, down St Athan, I was working with this young boy. He was a young apprentice. And he had to squeeze down this bit of a corridor to get to a compressor. I said, oh, I'm wait down here. And he went down, I put this old man mask on. I hid behind the wall, and when he came back up, I jumped out on him. And he shouted, "Mommy, Mommy!" Oh, he froze to death. Yeah, women. Oh. Funny lot, don't they, women? They're all lovey-dovey 1 minute, and then they turn, don't they? Weird. Men, I suppose men are the same, right? Like, oh, you know, there's a lot of wife beaters out there, John, isn't there? Good gosh, it was her, was it? See, horrible, isn't it? Thing is, when you're 6, it's a very impressionable age. And you remember stuff. Imagine if you had gone over. Yeah, people who hit women are cowards. You're right there. I've had a couple of friends, and their wives have had a right beating off them, and I've just stopped. I don't bother them no more. I don't talk to them on Facebook, nothing. Can't be bothered with them. Oh. Yeah. Who's going to say the next horrible story? That house in Skirring was scary. I was only there 6 months. The door was closing all the time, John, by itself. I took the door off, readjusted the hinges, right? And still when it was open, it always closed by itself, really, really slow. Oh, scary. Scary as hell it was. Didn't stay there long. Oof, too scary. Moved out. Mind you, the girl I was going out with was scary as well. It's nice to be single, isn't it? Right? I know you're happy, John, but it is nice to be single as well. You can do what you want, see. You can watch ghost stories like this. You can talk to people without suspicion. A lot of women are so jealous. And men. You know, they think we're on here now, cavorting, when we're just having a bit of fun. It's human nature, isn't it? Yes. So what are we all doing now tomorrow morning? I'm starting the diet. Sonia's starting. Andy's starting. So tonight now, if you've got porridge oats, put them in the fridge with some skimmed milk. So that can be your breakfast in the morning. Right? About half a cup porridge oats. Put it in a bowl. Fill it up to the top with skimmed milk, Marvel or whatever. Put it in the fridge. If you've got some blueberries, chuck them in as well. If you've got to have breakfast in the morning, that'll be lovely for you. But I won't be having breakfast. I'll be having an omelette. It consists of chopped tomato, chopped onion, baby spinach, all put in a frying pan to wilt down with some olive oil. When it's wilted down, an egg mixed with soya milk. Mix it all up, chuck it in, leave that set. When it's nice and set, toss it over till it's nice and brown the other side. Out on the plate, eat that, enjoy yourself. That's what I'm having, and that's part of the diet. It's got about I think 200 calories in that. It's nothing. Yeah, we need all the luck you can get. Oh, see, that's scary again, isn't it? That's scary. Yeah, that meal is lovely, right? You can have something a bit different then in the evening, right? But it's all around veg. In the evening, I'm having steamed veg. So it'll be steamed broccoli, steamed carrots, what else? Steamed green beans. And you can have Bisto gravy, because Bisto gravy is vegan. Yeah, but you didn't know that. So you can have a little bit of Bisto over the top of it. And if you're still hungry after that, you can have sugar-free jelly. Right? As a little treat. No sugar and no calories. That's weird, isn't it? Ooh, you can put the doodles at me now, John. I'll be going to bed pantsing myself. My Mambi's only down the road. There's all sorts of things used to happen down there, I'm sure. Oh, God. John is trying to frighten us and he's doing a good job of it. Yeah, it's weird, man. So all the nice little recipes. And with that jelly as well, you aren't going to just have the jelly, mind. You can have, as long as you find dark chocolate with 85% cocoa solids or higher. Don't think you'll get much higher. It's a little bit bitter, right? But you've got your jelly, grate some on top, right? Just a little bit. So you've got a little dusting. And eat that. No calories. Very, very few. All you're going to try and do is have 800 to 1,000 calories a day. Right? And after a week, you lose easy £7. I'm going to try to go to about £10 because I need to lose quite a bit of weight. But you lose easy £7. And you won't feel hungry at all. But the thing is, after that meal, 7:30 to 8 o'clock, whenever you want to eat it, after that meal is nothing then. Right through till 2 o'clock the following day. You're fasting. Your body's burning all the calories up. All the food. Digesting. Right? And you look forward to that meal then at 2 o'clock. Right? If you've got to have something, have some oats, but try not to have a matcha tea. Right? Or a black coffee, or a coffee with a bit of almond milk. Or porridge with almond. Almond milk is less calories than soya milk. Right? But they're two different tastes. Soya milk in coffee is stunning. It is delicious. Right? Almond milk, it's not so stunning, but a lot less calories. So there we are. See, I've got back on food again, but it's the diet food. Bacon's in the bin. I had a couple of rashers of bacon left. I couldn't. In the bin. I had a couple of slices of bread in the bin. If you're going to eat any sort of bread, Melba bread, hardly any calories in it. But I've got a load of stuff for you to have a look at. So, be nice to get back into some clothes. Because the clothes I got, can't even look at them. Too bloody fat. So what are we all doing tomorrow besides dieting? John, what are you on for breakfast? A nice greasy bacon and egg. You can have poached eggs in this diet. But it's what you put them on is where the calories are. You can have something with hardly any calories. So, but I'll give you a list of things you can buy. Some not very nice, mind. It depends what you put with them. A nice hot sauce, but you've got to watch there's not too much sugar in it. You know, so it just lifts the flavour up a bit. Salt and pepper, low sodium salt, so it keeps your blood pressure down. Bin day, yeah, put my bin out. Oh, that's what I want to ask you. Polystyrene, where does that go? What bin does that go in? So there's a big box the other day with a load of polystyrene in it, but I'm not sure where. I've never put that out, you know. What bin does that go in? Does it go in with the plastics? In the black bin, is it? Right. I'll stuff it in after. There's a black bin. Yeah, right. Yeah. Best thing is just to wait on you. Because you're building up that thing then, you know. And when you come to frying an omelette, you can put as much green in as you want. As much onions, as much tomatoes. Don't worry about it. You can fill it up. Broccoli, as long as it's defrosted, chuck it in there. Or steamed broccoli. You've lost lots of weight, have you? Good. It's good to lose weight. It's not recyclable, is it? I wasn't sure, see. Cheaper same with plastic. Thing is, you never catch them. And they drag in your bin halfway up the street to another postcode. Whew. So I'd try and get in the black bin because that'll take anything, won't it? It's whether I got any room in there. But Marcus Dandy reckons it's in with the plastic. I'll have to have a look. I'll have to have a look on their website after. See what they say. I got rid of loads. I burnt it. Council said no fires. Well, it was in the barrel, so you couldn't really see the fire. All you could see was the smoke. They can't complain about smoke because there's a steelworks over there pumping it out. If they complain to me about smoke, I'll say, what's that over there? Chimneys over there? Yes. Now I did think about that. Next door's ex-copper though. Right? I'll have to go opposite. Don't know what profession he is. I'll go opposite, and thing is with polyethylene, it's very squeaky, innit? You know, when you're trying to get it in. John, I'll be around after. I'll stick it in yours. Oh, health and safety officer. NEBOSH. Oh, God. It's a hard job, health and safety, now with the council. Because they don't like doing it, they don't like being good. The men. Yeah. Thing is, I've done something similar in the past, and I had a big sticker, and they left it in the bag, you know. And then now they just drag the bin up to the next postcode, as if it's punishment. I hate polystyrene. It's horrible stuff. But I'll try it in the bin first. If they take that, then that's where it'll go always. Can't burn it because it's black smoke. Stinks. That's the answer, John. That's what I'll do. Can you hear it then? Can they plug it in? Because they don't have any. Some people got loads of rubbish, right? I don't take my bin out. Sometimes once a month. Because I'm only living by myself. Although all the food I have is, or was, pre-packed. You know, in little cardboard and plastic trays and all that. But there won't be any more of that. All my food will be coming in Iceland plastic bags with frozen veg in there, right? Or Asda, or wherever I'm going to get it from. And it'll just be a thin polythene bag then. That'll be nothing. Be normal cardboard, or very little. Tell you what's lovely now. Cauldron sausages. Very nice. Linda McCartney pies. They've got corn in them. They are nice. They're vegetarian rather than vegan, but if you want to stay vegetarian, you'll still lose loads of weight. Yeah, Linda McCartney pies. They're lovely. Bisto gravy. Don't have too much, you know, but it is vegan. You can put some of that on. Just gotta watch the salt. Yeah, once a fortnight, John, innit? Yeah, once a fortnight, every fortnight. It's recycling stuff in it next week. Grass and all that crap. I haven't got any grass, so I haven't mowed it yet. It's like a jungle up there. The Fakawi tribe are out there. Have you heard that one? Have you heard about the Fakawi tribe? There's this little tribe of Indians, and they call it the Fakawi tribe, and they live in long grass, right? And they run in through the grass, and they jump up in the air, and they go, "We're the Fakawi, we're the Fakawi." Oh, no, it's crap. It's quite funny. Once a month up there, Sonia, is it? Good God. But they changed the bins down here and they made them narrower, if you notice, smaller. I don't know where they expect the rubbish supposed to go. Black bins and green bags is it this week. So the green bags are for the grass, obviously. I haven't done the grass yet. I have to have contractors in. You like the Fakawi tribe? Yeah, the Fakawi. Yeah, I like jokes. I used to have loads of jokes. A joke book somewhere. I checked it out, I think. Yeah, I think I slung it. Anyway, everybody, are we staying on for a bit of a chat now, or we've talked about bin waste and everything? See, how low can you go in a chat when you start talking about rubbish? See? I got this very funny shirt on. I've had it ages. It's got a nice pattern on it, but it conflicts with the green screen. It's got all this haze now around it, giving me all haze around the hair. I have to put the cap back on. There we are. Got to get it straight. Oh, garden waste. You got to pay extra. Oh, I burn it. You allowed to have a fire? Thank you, Sonia. If you're allowed to have a fire, just burn it. Because the law of the land is you can have a fire as long as it's controlled. Right? That means you're standing there with a bucket or a hose pipe. Just burn it. That's what I'm going to do. As soon as they say now it's safe to burn again. Although I had a bit of a fire the other night. There's lots of black smoke. Oh, I throw it on the mountains, eh? You live on the mountains, eh? Behind you. Watch the rats you got to, innit? I used to know somebody who used to have pigeons. He used to come to me, he says, the trouble with them, they draw rats. And I told him, well, take their pencils off them. They won't draw anything then. And he looked at me, he didn't get it. It's one of my little jokes. If they're drawing rats, take their pencils off them, they can't draw anything. I had this thought in my head of a pigeon holding a pencil, drawing a rat. Oh, you live on a mountain. Oh, it's nice to live on a mountain, isn't it? In a cave. Have you ever seen a horse-drawn carriage? Tell you what, they can't draw very well. Because they got hoofs, they can't hold pencils, see? It don't look like a carriage, to be fair. So if anybody asks you to buy a painting, horse-drawn carriage, don't buy it because it'd be rubbish. £1.50. Good gosh. Whew. £1.50 for them. It's not bad for one of them big bags. Use it for shopping, can you? Bag for life, you will be for life. Very thick Hessian or something, aren't they? Or the polythene ones. My back garden's like a wilderness. But I think I will probably trim it down soon before it gets too high. £7.50. That's expensive, isn't it? John, you were saying about the Sky contract for Netflix. What I've done, I don't know if you read about it. I've got Netflix with three other people, right? It costs £11 if I had it by myself, but we've divided up for £3 each, right? Because all Netflix wants is an email address and a password. And I've been doing it for 2 years. I only pay £3 for my Netflix. Yeah, long grass is good for wildlife. I got plenty down there. Remember going down the garden, there was a fox there. And he couldn't get out of the garden. And I couldn't get back in the house quick enough. Oh, I pantsed myself. Running around all over the place. Don't, he must have jumped over the fence. Chasing at something or other. Maybe a cat, I don't know if they eat cats. You heard him squealing, making this funny noise. I thought it was a cat. When I went out there was this blinking fox who'd run up and down. He seen me, he went even worse. I seen him, I went worse. Dapped it back in the house. Ooh. I don't know they want to harm you, but just in case. Phew. So 11 o'clock tomorrow now, right? Have you been to the Facebook page, Sonia? Slim Fit Fast? Let me see if I can find it. Oh, excuse me a minute. Right. Share the screen. Do. There we are. Slim Fit Fast. Right. That's where everything's going to be done. Is in that page there. Good God, Kyle is here. What's he doing? Sleeping on it? Oh, he gave you a bit of hiding, did he? Oh. Send John around, he'll give him a game. When all this is over now, have John to play your cousin. Sort him out. Right? He'll have an hiding to remember. We can't be good at everything, see, Sonia? Oh, are you ready to put that grass down there? I've just been tidying the kitchen. Ready to start doing some photography in there. Make it look pleasant. See, maybe John or Kyle could give somebody some lessons on you. Right, I could give you the link. You can point the mobile phone at the darts, at the thingy, the board, and you could talk people through how to play darts. See, I'm no good. I'd have a try though. But that's no fun, is it? She can sit outside as well, see? You're not going to sit one in the house. Just make sure you're not too near. There we are. Great job, man. Oh, there we are. Cookbooks. Well, why not? You've got to keep yourself going, isn't it? So you're hammering in the nails, or you're drilling a pilot hole? You've got to watch they don't split. Should have a virtual dartboard. Don't know how that would work, mind. I suppose you could get them. I'm not sure how. All you'd need is a webcam in it, pointing towards the dartboard, as Kyle was saying the other day. And John could teach us how to throw darts. I'd be no good. Last time I threw a dart, hit Keith in the face. Oh God. Didn't go down too well. You went on the mad walks on you? To meet anybody? Was a load of people out walking? If you want to, you can shout 180, 360. Shout any number you want. No, it's okay, isn't it? No, really. Wheat. What's that? Was that Welsh? Wheat. Wheat. Oh, quiet. Yeah. Not supposed to be out today. Roaming. I just had a notification. Or where's this from? Oh, it's from Kyle. Yes, Andy, it's okay. As long as it points at the keyboard, the dartboard. Well, I'll see if I can show it on you now, Kyle. Might be able to. Do. Share screen. Chrome tab. Ta-da. There we are. It's okay, that is. Pointing at the camera there. Yeah, that looks okay, Kyle. Dartboard's well lit up too, isn't it? Yeah, it's okay, that. Good. Well, saves money buying a tripod, doesn't it? Yeah, that's another look. Good morning, Michael. How are you? Just have a look at how Kyle plays darts. Good gosh. Yeah, save money. How are things, Michael? How's it out there with you? Just looking how Kyle records his darts and he can play live with other people. It's a good idea. So you watch what your cousin's doing then, Kyle, is it? And he got a dartboard in his house. Oh God. Oh. Let's have a look what other photographs you got. Oh, that's my photograph. Oh. Oh, there we are. Brilliant. Doop. Morning, evening. Is it morning over there, Michael, is it? It's 11, just gone 10 past 11 here in the UK, in the night. Yeah, as long as it shows the video though, Kyle, you know. Look, put it on the wall, you can brackets for you, look. $8 a.m. there, gosh. I see they were protesting about lockdown again and the virus and everything in Australia, but they'd be doing the same in London. People are complaining. They're talking about darts, Michael. They're playing darts with one's on a tripod and they're playing over the internet. So it's a good way to do it, I suppose. Oh. One of them as well, John. You got two different types, is there? So what's the weather like out in Australia? Is it a bit cold in the mornings? I should imagine it's quite nippy in the morning there. Hopefully we'll have a summer this year. Good God. I'm going to show you now Thee's lunches, what she makes. That's Kyle's wife or girlfriend. She's a good cook. Right? Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that lovely, isn't it? So you've got to talk about food. I'm not having any. I'm just going on a diet. But that's Thee's food. What she's made for Kyle and his family there. See, she's a good cook. No veg. It's no good, man. Looks lovely, Margaret, doesn't it? Ooh. The unexplained without Hughes. Oof. I'll be up all night, see, John? If I listen to that, I'll be up all night. I gotta be up at 6. Get all the news ready. I'll be up with a blinking cross. Remember when I watched Exorcist? I was up all night with a cross and an axe. Fighting the life out of me. Can you remember that film? Oh. Have you seen that film, Margaret? The Exorcist? That's a scary film. Oh my good Lord. I think we should all go to Margam Castle, right? And have a video player and play The Exorcist in the castle. That's a good idea, John. Would you do that? I would do it, see? Don't give a damn. I'd be there. Be scary though. Ooh. We were talking about the paranormal earlier, Michael. And John told us a ghost story. So if you watch this video back afterwards, you'll hear all about it. John's up for it, see? What we'll have to do, we'll have to get about 10 people in it. Right? We'll take a laptop down there with a DVD player. We'll all watch The Exorcist in the castle. Margaret not keen on it. No. Men, I think it's more for men. But I think Sonia would do it. Would you do it, Sonia? Would you go to a haunted castle and watch The Exorcist film? I would, definitely. Be nice to see what happens. Kyle's up for that. Always wanted to do a most haunted. Yeah, Sonia will do it, like. There we are. Perhaps we can arrange it. You and your boyfriend can come down here in the summer, and we'll try and arrange to get into the castle. I know they hire it out, the rooms, you know. Have to see, make sure that the COVID has gone first. Because it's been on BBC, Most Haunted and all this, you know, they've had people in there. Yeah, Most Haunted was there a few years ago, that's right. Margam Castle. It's the gamekeeper shot somebody, didn't he? Yeah, that's the trouble, see. All they want is a program, see. But that guy that used to do it with the grey hair, he's popped his clogs, hasn't he? That old guy. But I would do it. I wouldn't be a bit scared. The only thing I'd be scared about is watching the film, because it is a scary film, The Exorcist. Oh. I remember, how old? I think I was about 18 when I watched it. My mother and father had gone away on holiday. I was here by myself. I put The Exorcist on, rented the video, you know, video in them days. Yeah, Derek Akora. No, he was supposed to be a medium, wasn't he? I think he was extra large. You were much good. He pegged it. He's a ghost now somewhere. Scaring other people. Oh, I'm not a fan. I'm not worried about ghosts that much. Except when John tells the story. But I think it would be nice to go in a castle that's supposed to be haunted and play the most haunted video you can get, or DVD. Yeah. Derek Akora. We'll try and contact him. Get the lottery numbers out of him. Yeah, I ate that as well. Good scare story, that's what we want. Real good one. Used to be a thing in Margam Castle. Everybody used to talk about a monk roaming around the land there. Right, good night, Margaret. Have a pleasant time, and don't think about what we've been talking about tonight. Right? No, well, I'm not saying anything. Have a good night. Ooh. They'll only be spinning if they drink Strongbow. Keep them off the Strongbow, they'll be okay. Because I don't mind the spinning heads, it's the projectile vomit. Don't want to get covered in that. Conjuring, yeah. Oof. Yes, good night, Margaret. There are some wicked magicians around, aren't there? They've seen the Chinese ones where they change like that. They hold up a blanket, pull it down, and they got something in black on, pull it up, put it back down, they went something blue on. How the hell they do that, I don't know. It's really quick. The paranormal. Dun dun dun. Yes. So we'll have to go down there. Have they got toilets? They must have toilets then. Because you have a dicky stomach. But you've got to go to the toilet by yourself. Right? That'd be scary now. After watching The Exorcist. Yeah, conjuring. Yeah. It was a sad story about The Exorcist. People on the set that died. You know, and things caught fire by themselves. The other one was The Entity. Remember that film, The Entity? Where a lot of people with that set died. Heart attacks and all sorts of things was happening. See? There's all these things that are coming from other worlds. Coming from Old Colburn, places like that. Scare us. It's not so bad for you lot, see? You're not living by yourself. I am. I gotta go out there afterwards. Quiet. Yeah, The Entity was based on a true story. You're right there. A scary film, isn't it? Ooh. A lot of films were based on true stories. Well, you're living by yourself as well, you, Sonia? Have you got a dog or anything with you? Just in case? Make sure you lock the doors. Oh, well, it doesn't matter with ghosts, they just walk through the walls. Oh, is it based on somebody from Africa, was it? Because they did show a cut, didn't they? On The Exorcist, where they went to Africa and the priest was there. And then they came back to that shot. The making of The Exorcist. You can watch it. No pets anymore. Sad when you have a pet and they die. And you've got to feed them all the time. Sonia's alone by herself. Oof. Can you do karate or anything? Jiu-jitsu or anything? Just in case. But you can't throw a ghost. You saw that old woman, did you? That's the cleaner. Don't call her old. In Chirkley Court, right? There was a sighting of a maid. I never seen it, right? But in one of the top windows, there was a sighting of a maid with a white bonnet on. But and Lord Beaverbrook told me about that. After I told him about the ghosts that I'd come across. Just to pile on the more fright, you know? Spider, oh, there would definitely be spiders there. In Margam Castle, loads of spiders. Ooh. Yeah, that's the one. That's the cleaner. You've led a sheltered life, Kyle. Years ago, I used to work for the council, and a guy had a tarantula. He used to bring it into work. Burrows Yard used to be a place there, Burrows Yard. And he'd come into work, I was in lunchbox, and he'd be all having food, he'd open the box, right? And this tarantula would come out. Well, should have seen us lot that bit. He used to run like anything. Because he's a bit bonkers, that's why. Sonia? Well, they say you eat 2 or 3 a year. A lot of us know with their mouths open and they drop in. They're attracted to the carbon dioxide. Comes out your mouth. So when you're sleeping, if you wake up with a funny thought, you've probably got a spider in there. So as you breathe out, they're attracted. They come up the bed sheets, straight in your mouth. The only way you can stop them is garlic. They eat garlic. Never mind, you ended up a taxi driver. Can't have it all your way. Yeah. When I was working in the council, I was a bit of a bugger. It was me and this bricklayer. We used to had to go down the creme to redo all the bricks, in the crematorium. And it'd be covered in this dust, it'd be buzzing, right? You'd have overalls on, but it would go through the overalls and your clothes would be smelling of remains. Because when you take the fire bricks out, it's always dusty, you can't vacuum it all the way, right? So one day, I was in the cremator. You've got to lie down when you go in there, right? And you put the bricks in, and you've got fire cement then, to make sure they're all okay. So I'm in the cremator, lying down, and I find this thing that looks like a marble, right? So I put it in my top pocket. I forgot about it. I was going to ask the guy working there what the hell it was. See? So I managed to get back out, took the overalls off, dusted it down, and remembered the marble thing. Went to ask him, he had gone to have his lunch. So I put it in my pocket, went back to Burroughs Yard, the council depot, and everybody was in there now having their sandwiches. I walked in, buzzing of this stuff, and they're all looking at me, they're like this, right? And they're all eating their food. There's a big long table. I got this thing out of my pocket and I rolled it up the centre of the table. And they're all looking at it. What's that? They said. I said, I don't know what it is, I said, but I found it in the cremator. You should have seen them. They're all sick, throwing in sandwiches. I had a bollocking. Human remains. It was a knuckle joint, it was, apparently. But I thought it was a marble. But yeah, the right bollocking I did. It was quite funny though at the time. And looking back, it was funny, But it was a knuckle joint for somebody's finger. Oh, aye. Yeah, it was funny, and looking back, it's even more funny, innit? Because there they are, all these carpenters and glazers, all sitting down playing cards, and I'm up the other end. Bit of an outcast, really, I was. Smelling of cremation powder, dust. Because you've got to have a shower. Well, they didn't give you showers. You just go and do the job, dust yourself down, back to work, innit? But it was lunchtime. They were all there, Dye the Glass and all these other people, all up that end, all the old fogies. And I just rolled it down like that. I rolled all the way down between them. They all went like this, they did, looking at it. And one of them had a sandwich in his mouth, cheese and onion sandwich or whatever he's eating. And he picks up the thing and I'm looking at it. What on earth is this? I said, I don't know. I said, I've been down the creme, now working in the creme. I found it in the creme, in amongst the bricks. But it was a knuckle joint. One of the blokes recognised it. They wouldn't talk to me. It's childish, and they wouldn't talk to me. I was banished from that canteen. I had to go across the road to Len's chip shop and eat sausage and chips over there. I've been a bugger, man. I have been a bugger of a boy. Tell you that now. Bugger of a man. I see the funny side of things, see. I had a carpet cleaning business. I had to go down to somebody's, where they keep the coffins, Dyfrig, up in Carmarthen, in John Dunno. Dead now. He was an undertaker. And he had some carpets. in his place where he's keeping the coffins. So I went down there to clean the carpets, and we were going like a good one, moving the coffins around because they're on trolleys, and people in them, moving them around, going in. I had to have a look. Oh, not a pleasant sight. You see somebody in a coffin, you know, because the lids were loose. I had a peek in, or blinking, it was awful. Couldn't sleep for ages. Yeah, that was funny though. With a knuckle joint. And the funny thing was, they were holding the cards and the sandwiches, and I was just looking at this thing rolling down the table, you know, till it stopped. They couldn't believe it. Till one of them recognised it. I said where I'd been. You know, none of them wanted to go down there. Muggins had to go down. One recognised it then. Where have you been, he said. I said, down the Creme. That's a knuckle joint, he said. As soon as he said that then, the others looked at me with daggers. Chucked the sandwiches. One of them was sick. You dirty bastard, he said. You dirty bastard. That's what he called me. I was crying. I was in half. Right? Because I thought it was quite funny. But then the foreman came out then. Di P.S. from Argyle, right? He came over. Owen, come on. Had to go and have a bollock in. But I was smiling when he was bollocking me. Oh yeah. Got to see the funny side, haven't you? You know? Got to. I've had a good old life of laughing my head off. I was working down St Athan, right? And they were shooting Doctor Who, right? One of the blokes was working with me. He managed to get into the TARDIS. He slammed the door, he couldn't get back out. There was a lock on there. Nobody had the key. He was in the blinking TARDIS. It's only a square box, isn't it? Right? We had to phone up BBC Cardiff for somebody to come over and get him out. Oh, funny man. Yeah. Had a good life. Good laugh, you know. Had some tragedies, as we all do, you know, but you get on with them today. No, I'm not on there. Oh, am I? Yeah, I am on there. Oh, well, never mind. I'm on YouTube as well now. It's after 11:30 anyway, innit? If they kick me off, they kick me off. I don't care. I'm on YouTube as well. And Twitch and them all the other ones. I don't care. Anyway, they show far worse. Yeah. Thing is, it takes so long to do things, the Doctor Who things. It repeats, you know. Cut, oh, can you do this? Can you do that? They walking around, fussing around with the cables, the lighting, and Billy Piper was there. She was shooting. I met her. She was nice. Married to Chris Evans at the time. She's a nice person. Got her signature somewhere. I don't know where. Probably checked it out. But she was nice girl. Nice backside. Yeah. So there we are. I think I better go to bed because I got to get up at 6. You will all be snoring your heads off probably. Yeah, Doctor Who. When he was on, when we were kids, we'd all be hiding behind the settee. Remember them ones, them Dalek thing, not the Daleks, the ones with them square heads. Cybermen, is it? They were scary, weren't they? I didn't mind the Daleks because they couldn't go up the steps, could they? They were a bit knackered there, weren't they? So I was never scared of the Daleks because I'd run up the stairs. I knew they couldn't get up there. But the Cybermen, them silver looking blokes, they could get up steps. Scary. when you're growing up, innit? And the music was on. Oof. I got plans somewhere to make it's a police box, they call it. If you call it anything other than a police box, the BBC copyright people will be after you. So I called it a police box. You're off, Gary, John, are you? Yeah, see you tomorrow, mate. I'm going to be off now in a bit. Yeah, so I got the plans to make if anybody wants to make a TARDIS, but it's not a TARDIS really, it's a police box. I've got the plans somewhere. I can probably find them. I was going to build one, see, and put it on the top of my shed. Do it in the middle of the night. When all the neighbours come out. Oh, Christ, what's he up to again? That bloke, what's he up to again? Costs a lot to make. Thing is, it costs 300 quid to make. Right, because you can't use cheap wood because it'll just warp and disintegrate. Plus, you could have a little sign on it. I can do the sign because I got a little sign machine. Gets all sorts. So I can do the sign. Then you could have the beacon on the top and it's got a flash. I also got the music. Do that music when it disappears. Look at that. So they're easy to make. Once you made one side, all sides are the same. It's just the door side is different. But I've got the plans. If you go on YouTube, you can see people making them. They're not that hard to make. But it's got to be waterproof wood, you know. It's got to be plywood or something like that. But you've got to be careful what you call it. Because BBC Cardiff, straight down here. But you could make them and sell them. But they are tall, so you can't get them in and out of a normal garage. Because they're quite tall. You have to lay it on its side. And they're heavy. So, but it would be funny, wouldn't it? I'd put it by the front door of the house, innit? So you just open that and you go in your house. And when people are looking then, and you bring a ladder through from inside your house and bring it out through the box. And people think, good God, that TARDIS? Well, they don't know it's come from through the house. It would be funny though. But, there's a bloke around here, Lions. He got an actual Dalek, one of the BBC Daleks he bought, and he's got it in his house somewhere. John Lyons or somebody, I can't remember who got it. So there we are. We've had a good old time again, haven't we? We've heard John's story. You've heard the knuckle going down the table, which they probably still talk about it today because it was quite eventful. Eerily silent when I rolled that down the table. You could hear it down. They're all looking at it. What is that? When one person said what it was, they looked at me, gave me daggers, spoilt their lunch while I was crying laughing. I see the funny side, you know. There we are, both. Whoever's left, I'm going now. I hope you enjoyed your evening. I don't know if we'll have another one tomorrow night. Perhaps we'll have a break tomorrow night and we'll have one the night after. So I've got to get some sleep at some point before my brain explodes. So see you tomorrow morning 8 o'clock. Right, if you can get up. If you can't, don't worry about it. And if you're on the diet plan, see you at 11 o'clock in Slim Fit Fast group on Facebook. Right? And by then I would have put a couple of things down for you to eat for the next couple of days until I do a big page. Good night, both of you. Right, see you in the morning, all being well. Have a good night's sleep now. Don't worry about ghosts on you, right? 99% of the time, you'll never see one. But You may be the 1%. I'll leave you with that. Or that. See, that's a ghost.